At Southwest Airlines, we've welcomed, served, and appreciated our customers with heart for half a century. Customers who depend on us to be there for life's best moments, life's hardest moments, and the moments in between. Our employees are united by a common purpose for today and vision for tomorrow. We exist to connect people to what's important in their lives through friendly, reliable, and low-cost air travel. And if we live this purpose every day, we'll achieve our vision to become the world's most loved, most efficient, and most profitable airline. Since revolutionizing the skies decades ago, we've journeyed alongside our customers through victories and challenges. These challenges have made us stronger. We're not afraid to face the unknown or to stand up to the competition. Headwinds make us soar even higher. We never rest on our laurels and are never complacent. Above all, we'll always do what's right and stay true to our values. Our people are the source of our strength. Believing a company is stronger if it's bound by love, we are warriors, sharing our hearts with the world.
I love the walk between the car and the airport. It just feels like you're stomping your way to like a better place.
My tooth was really wiggly, and then I lost it in line.
And we, buckle in thinking that it's just gonna be a regular flight. And then all of a sudden, like bubbles start appearing. The Tooth Fairy's here.
I was on my way back from Albuquerque, New Mexico, a family reunion. I remember hearing a loud pop. I may remember tumbling a little bit.
I must have been about a half a mile behind the truck and stopped right up even with a guardrail, hopped out and realized pretty quickly I could rescue one of the passengers, a little girl.
I have a 6-year-old daughter. Her name is Michaela, and she is autistic and on the spectrum. And as I'm leaving, literally exiting the gate, the agent gives me a booklet, and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm just thinking it's something for her to draw on. And then I, have this booklet in my hand, and I look at it, and I'm like, oh, Michaela's Flight, how funny. And then I open it, and it's this storybook with stick figures, and I'm literally crying, I want to say, for 35 minutes.
I was married to my high school sweetheart for over 20 years, and that didn't work out. I didn't know what to do, and I got in a plane, and I went to the beach.
They give him $1 and say that the Tooth Fairy had jumped on the plane, and they're like, Solomon lost a tooth. The Tooth Fairy came on board, and she left a cup if anyone would like to help.
He came up smiling and grinning with the big hole in his mouth. I got excited inside because I remember losing my first tooth, and then I just thought about my grandson losing his first tooth. I pretty much look at all of our customers as a family member of my own.
But what I wonder is, how is she so fast to catch up to a plane? Does she have portals?
It's a good question.
We had an evening cookout for the mechanics. So at the last minute, she felt she needed some cooking utensils. And then all of a sudden, she comes back and she looks a little disheveled. She says, oh, this was the craziest thing in the world.
So I went to the Family Dollar store, and then I heard all this commotion, which was the manager saying, no, not today. Not today. And then the robber, he jumped over the counter. He was trying to get out the door, but she's tussling with him, and by this time he starts hitting her. So all I had in my hand was a spatula. And I said, no, you're not gonna be hitting on a lady. And I started hitting him with this spatula.
I fly Southwest 99% of the time because I can have a nonstop flight out of Nashville to anywhere I want to go. So I thought this would be fun. Our anniversary was coming up, that just a $19 one-way deal was too good to pass up for a date to Atlanta. So we ended up making a day of it just at the airport. We do not do a spontaneous trip very often. This was a big surprise, a fun one-day date.
I have the best wife in the whole wide world.
We rehearsed that.
I'm the daughter of a former World War II Women's Air Force service pilot, otherwise known as the WASP. Her name was Jane Doyle, but she had been invited as a guest of honor to the Bluebonnet Air Show in Burnett, Texas. As we got off the airplane, lo and behold, we had no idea what we were stepping off the plane into this beautiful reception honoring my mother as a WASP.
I made terminal announcements. I want families, I want children, I want everyone to come over to our gate just to welcome her, because I wanted her to feel special, and I wanted people that were there to recognize our veterans and feel special as well. It was all of us. It wasn't just one person, but we were recognizing one.
Take away the whacking of the robber with the spatula. To do what she was doing, to serve another employee, after working 12, 16 hours that day, going through everything she went through, that is what Southwest employees are about. And we're lucky to have people like her.
I have two sons who are on the autistic spectrum, so I can tell when someone comes up and needs help. I usually pick up on it. I'm glad I was able to bring happiness to somebody's life.
That's kind of like taking the extra step to kind of just letting someone know, like, I know what you're going through, I care. You also have given me a lot of hope. For kind of like good people in this world, sometimes you kind of worry for your kids, like what the future brings. And you've brought a lot of hope that there's a lot of good people out there for her.
You know, I had to stop and help. We didn't know that we worked together.
This was a total surprise to know that he was a mechanic that worked for Southwest Airlines as well. It was a blessing that I could meet him and find out he took part in rescuing my family.
I was glad to help.
Yeah, thank you.
One day it's not going to move the dial one way or the other. So I took the one day. And when I came home, you know, you smell like seawater, your shoulders still got sand on them, and it's just, you're coming home again, but you're still coming home. I did not think I could be where I am today, and I do think Southwest had a lot to do with that.
I guess what is very memorable to me is that was the last event that she did. And you made it so special. You really made it special. My mother passed away February 1st this year, so it was just a wonderful last event for her that we'll always remember.
She was very special.
Thank you.
At Southwest Airlines, we don't just work for a company, we're champions of a cause.
A cause to connect people to what's important in their lives through friendly, reliable, and low-cost air travel.
The heart of our company is our people.
And when we come together,
we are unstoppable.
With full hearts, our people serve our customers, and in doing so,
you make flying a memorable experience.
You allow us to go on a fun date.
And a cheap one.
You showed me the ocean and gave me a fresh start.
You honor those who have served.
You showed me the magic of the Tooth Fairy.
We help create irreplaceable memories.
And we cannot take this privilege for granted.
We have the honor of helping customers achieve lifelong dreams.
Of providing a way for people to pursue their goals.
Of turning a stressful family travel day into a magical, memorable experience.
Of providing the freedom to fly.
By keeping costs low, we keep our fares low.
By safely and reliably delivering on our promises, we are an airline people can trust.
By serving with heart and hospitality, we're an airline that people can love.
But we must continue to be hungry and humble.
And whether we're on the ground,
or in the air,
or in an office,
or at a gate,
we are one team.
All heart.
We support our Southwest family.
We enjoy a little laughter along the journey.
We demonstrate creativity and innovation as we continuously improve our business.
Together, we will honor the legacy of our founder.
Together, we will overcome any challenge.
Together, we'll become the world's most loved, most efficient, and most profitable airline.
Together, we give the world heart.
Together, we soar.